As the next head coach, following in the footsteps of her former head coach, the legend, Lisa Stockton. There's new faces via the transfer portal. Just 2 starters return. How will this Tulane team look under Langford, who has had great success at Stony Brook, even earning the CAA Conference Coach of the Year? Coach, what is it like to follow up your former coach and also at a school where you still hold a record?
Yeah, I mean, it's full circle. I've been saying that ever since, I took the job, and I don't know if it'll really ever hit me until maybe the first game, right? Every day I'm just trying to work and be better, but not many people get to take over for the coach that inspired them to actually go on and coach, right? Or nonetheless be at your alma mater, right? So I take great pride in it. I got big shoes to fill, but I'm up for the challenge.
What were some of the things that you take from her coaching philosophy that, you implement every day?
Yeah, people ask me that all the time, and, I've been coaching a lot of years now, right? So as a player, I wasn't thinking about coaching, but Coach Stockton was very poised in a lot of moments, right? I do remember that. Always was connected and had relationships with players. But I've, taken bits and pieces from all the head coaches that I've worked with. And then obviously being a head coach myself for the last 3 years, there's a lot of Coach Lang in what I do too. So a little bit of here, a little bit of her, but a lot of it of me.
And we talked about, your success at Stony Brook, the CAA Coach of the Year. So you built teams now on your own with championship DNA. So now what does that look like, bringing that to Tulane?
Yeah, I mean, it's just simple, right? Our identity on the court, we're going to defend, we're going to rebound, and we're going to run. And we talk about that every day with our team. The big piece, though, that I think is important is having edge, right? To me, that's what really takes you from a good team to a championship team. So we're just chipping away at it every single day, instilling it in them, and, they're working their tails off, so it's easy.
Also instilling in your motto, #DWWD. For those at home who don't know what that means, can you explain it to us?
Yeah, just do what we do, right? I try not to, change things up all the time. I want them to feel really confident and secure in what we do every single day, right? They don't have to think as much. When you're on the court, I think players flourish when they're just playing, right? And they're not sitting around thinking about every single thing. So to me, it's do what we do. That's in the classroom, that's in the community, that's on the court every single day.
What is important about not only being a coach, but looking back as your time as a point guard and instilling being vocal and confident, and how much that can help translate to wins?
It's crucial, right? And what we're really talking about now, and not just from a point guard standpoint, is just really being a connected team, right? I think when you've got love and trust, right, you can accomplish many great things. And so what we're talking about with our team right now is being connected. We've all got to be connected and enjoying the ride. And when you're connected, those wins are even better, right? You feel better. You have genuine joy every single day. And that's what I want for our players and everybody that watches us play, is to see genuine joy.
From listening to your introductory press conference, too, you've set the standard high. I know this is just your first year as the coach now at Tulane, but one of the things that you mentioned was 21 postseasons, that you want to keep that going. How confident are you in this year's group?
Yeah, I mean, that's what everyone's trying to do, right? It doesn't matter what program you take over. Everyone's trying to play in March in the postseason. And, yeah, that's what we're about at Tulane, right? That's our tradition. I want to restore that. And I know that they want to do the same thing, but it's important that we get back to the postseason this March.
So for somebody who's watching your style of basketball for the very first time, what are some things that are going to stand out to them right away?
I mean, we're going to defend. I said that before. We're going to defend. We're going to rebound. We're going to run. I want to score in 7 seconds, play up-tempo. You're going to see players just make plays. Like, I can be the best coach, X's and O's, but players make plays. It's about them, right? You're going to see celebrations. You're going to see love, right? We're going to be able to connect with our fans, but it's going to be a fun brand of basketball.
So, like, within practices right now, to try to create that competitiveness, that desire for defense, what's like a drill you're running right now that you just love? And maybe you're learning to embrace it, but maybe you love it.
Yeah, they don't love it, but
it's all right.
We do shell drill every day. I mean, it's not a secret, right? You have to actually defend every single day, right? And we've got great practice guys who challenge us. But yeah, it's simple, shell drill.
Being back in New Orleans, what was maybe the first thing that you did when you were back? Did it have anything to do with the food?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Crawfish.
Yeah.
I ate crawfish for like a week. My blood pressure probably skyrocketed. But no, I love crawfish. I couldn't wait to come back to eat it.
Yeah, that's a great question of just bonding over like food and basketball,
right. Absolutely. And there also is a new athletic director there at Tulane. With you being a new coach, do you feel like this is a perfect opportunity to build something too and kind of put your stamp on things after a coach has been there for so long?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that was a big part of, you know, when I considered taking the job is saying, hey, David Harris, I'm his first hire, one of his first hires, right? John Summerall was his first, I'm his second, right? So he's invested in us, right? And I just think it's time, and we're excited, and he fully supports me in our program, and I'm looking forward to it.
We now have Tulane's forward Sharice Pittman as well as guard Kyron Whittington. Welcome. How has this been under a new head coach?
It's been fun. I think the energy that she brings, the passion, has been really cool. That's something that I really love. That's how I play. So just to have that implemented in our game is super special to me.
And how have practices been going for you? I mean, what is it about maybe the shell drill, the defense that you're learning to love? Since Coach brought it up.
Woo.
Yeah.
It's a lot of learning. I think it's different from what I'm used to, obviously, but I like that. I like to absorb things. I like to learn. I'm always having questions. I always have questions. But that's fun for me. I like to learn. I like to know something new. I like to learn something new and play.
And then for me, I've been under coach for a minute now, so I'm used to shell drill. But like she said, just asking questions. And for me, it's also about like helping my teammates. It's a new system for them, so I just want to help them. That way we're all successful.
Yeah, there's a couple players coming over from Stony Brook. You can kind of speak to that. How has the transition been to Tulane?
It's been pretty easy, but again, like, it's just being a leader, being more vocal, and trying to help my teammates who are not familiar with the system understand, learn the system, and we're gelling together. So.
Yeah, and the city's a little bit different at Tulane, a little bit more culture, the food, the music, things like that. How are you guys liking the city?
I love the city. It's hot, but yeah, I love the city. I love the people. I've met a lot of great people. The community's really nice, so yeah, it's been a good adjustment though.
Crawfish, beignets, po' boys, what are we ranking as your top favorite so far?
I haven't had crawfish yet, but beignets is definitely top of my list. Yeah, so.
And Kyron, your mom is an official, is that right? She's officiated games?
My dad, he's done collegiate volleyball, and he does a lot of basketball for high school level.
So I wanted to ask you about being a player with a parent who is an official, maybe how that helps you see the game differently.
I think he developed my IQ very early. I know every rule in the book. And just playing smart, and it's not all about athleticism all the time. I'm very athletic, but he says work smarter, not harder.
Good advice.
Love that answer. Well, thank you guys so much. Good luck this season. The Tulane women's basketball team ranked 10th in the preseason poll. We will have the men joining us next with head coach Ron Hunter.